Recordings. Hello and
We were.
welcome. Oh, well, let me get onto Instagram. Okay, we're getting this together. We got to get Instagram in here. Okay, here we go. Let me pop that in here. Instagram, go live. Okay. And now we're all in the building. Good morning. Welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, and I am here to touch base with you as I do every day. And I have my co-host, Mr. Chris Edwards, is in the building. You know how we do on Thursdays. Thursdays is our Thankful Thursday.
Yes,
Woo!
and we're live on what? On Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube, right?
Yes, we are live on all three channels, and
I love it.
we are stepping it up. We are stepping it up. This is 2024, and
This is
now we
phase
are,
two of Touch
yes,
Base Daily.
phase two of Touch Base Daily. So we'll see who joins us and who connects with us. I have the comments up, so we'll see who pops in with the comments. Let me see how Instagram is doing. I see people in Instagram. That's where the folks are. Charlene, good morning. Clarity
They're
Fiber
coming in.
Arts is in the building. Henning Jorgensen is in the building. Lisa is in the building. And Miss B Spoke is in the building. How are you guys doing? And so first of all, there's a lot we're going to talk about today because today there's a lot in the news, so a lot in the current events. So we're going to talk about that. But there's also a lot to share about yesterday's this whole thing of doing StreamYard and stepping up and taking this to the next level. And I got so many great responses. I had people call me and they said, Ron, we loved it. It looks so good. It looks so professional. Everything looks so nice. And I was like, really? I mean, we did have Lisa. Lisa was like, there's a lot of empty real estate on the Instagram, which is true. On the Instagram page, there's a lot of empty real estate, and you only see us
For
horizontal.
now. For
However, go ahead,
now.
Chris.
No, Instagram is working on that. They know that they're creating the format to make it that when you stream through StreamYard, it'll do the stack. So it takes full advantage of the real estate of the vertical formatting for this platform. So it's coming. Just be patient. Look, we waited this long just to be able to do this. So waiting a little bit longer to get that feature shouldn't be that bad.
Yes, but we're so excited about doing this, and like I said, but Lisa. To finish what I was saying about Lisa is that Lisa said, "But I understand." She's like, "You get more reach. We get to connect with more people." I, for the first time, was able to be live on my LinkedIn, and there were
Yeah.
so many people on LinkedIn that responded and liked. And so again, Lisa says, "At least you will always know I will never lie to you, friend." Absolutely, that's why I love me some Lisa. Lisa keeps it real. But definitely, it was really nice to be able to be on the platform on LinkedIn. And I've always been afraid to go live on LinkedIn. It's like that's where all the professionals live, and that's where all my business colleagues live. And it was so nice to have a good response. Folks were saying, "Oh, we can see it on TV. We can see it on our YouTube." People were also responding. They were commenting. So it was really good to be able to do this, and I'm so excited that we're taking this to the next level, and we'll see where we go. Where is this journey going to take us?
Yeah. I
Peggy
had
was amazing yesterday.
Yeah, I
So
actually still haven't finished watching the episode, but I called you this morning. Well, you called me this morning. We talked. I love the fact now I can watch this in my living room on the big screen because, like I told you, that's kind of how it works. Sometimes, if I'm not here in like the office space working, I'll be in the living room on the couch working, and I'll have something playing on the TV. I'm not necessarily watching all the time. I might stick my head up every once in a while to see what's going on, but I'm listening, and that's how I prefer to work and to consume a lot of my content and media. So being able to do this is amazing. So right now, we're broadcasting. I have a camera in front of me. I have my phone below watching the Instagram feed, and on my iPad I'm watching the YouTube feed. So it's nice to be able to see um all the different platforms you're on. And I can go on my computer and log on and watch on Facebook as well and see the interaction there. But it's nice to be able to have one central place to broadcast from and to be seen and reach different platforms at the same time. You have quadrupled your reach now. You know what I mean? You've got
Oh
other
yeah.
places
Oh
where
yeah.
you can broadcast this, and that's just amazing. So I'm super excited. Glad for everyone to join us. If you're coming in from Facebook, welcome. If you're coming in from YouTube, welcome. And of course, our Instagram family, welcome, guys. This is amazing, and I'm so excited for you to see where you take this platform moving forward.
Yeah, I see Lisa says, yes, it's definitely TV format. You both look like TV correspondents from the Touch Base Daily Network.
Coming to you live from the
Anything's
state of
possible. Anything's
Delaware.
possible. It's like I said, it's really yesterday. I mean, a lot of folks came in. I got a lot of good responses yesterday from yesterday's interview with Peggy. Peggy gave us some beautiful gems, and I saw some people that were also responding about her time benders space. So guys, if you decide you want to go to time benders, just go there or just connect with one of us and we'll give you the link. And myself or Peggy, or you can just go straight to Peggy. Yeah, if you go to yesterday's video, her contacts are right there. But like I said, it was really beautiful to be able to connect with everyone. And now it feels like it feels real. I have to say, I mean, it just
It
felt
feels
really
different, doesn't
good
it?
to be able to stop on here. I mean, you guys get to see the full screen. And then for those that don't, like, they're like, oh my gosh, Instagram is so small. This is the great opportunity if you decide to go to YouTube. This is to finally join and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is YouTube. I should put that in the banner, right? I should have a banner up there. But
Yes.
YouTube at, let's say, youtube.com/Ron Lewis Photos. So
Well, here's the
you'll
thing.
find that there.
In
Yeah, buddy.
addition to the banner you've got going below, you can actually just add another static banner and it'll show up. So both of them will show up.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
don't
do
have to
this
do the
right
scrolling
here.
down. And
I'm gonna
that's the
add
nice
this
thing
in
about
here.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about doing this through StreamYard. You're able to have all these additional layers on top of what you would have normally done. Not only are you able to see the feed over on Instagram, but now you can give out additional information. When we were doing, especially like Focus Fridays and having to put the link for a lot of this pages in there, you can just simply do that and it shows up. Look at
This
that. Look at all
is
this
so
information you
cool.
have on there. Look at all this
Yeah, this
information you have at your
is
fingertips.
really cool. I'm just like, I'm a tech geek, but I mean, obviously, I got Chris and Gwendolyn and a bunch of the folks that are techie folks out there that are like rooting me on and giving me information and helping me with all of this new technology. It is definitely a learning curve, but it is definitely worth it. I mean, think about, um, you know, when we have our conversations, what you're going to see as we have our conversations, we can now plan a little bit. So what we don't, we used to just do it off the cuff, but I mean, we're still doing it off the cuff in a way, but we're able to now say, this is what we're going to talk about and be able to put it on the screen. Like you can see here, youtube.com/Ron Lewis Photos. You can go straight there for my YouTube channel, subscribe. I would be glad if you just subscribe to the Ron Lewis Photos on YouTube, because everybody in here has YouTube. There's no one in here without YouTube. So join the YouTube. If you want a better feel of what we're doing here, join us in the YouTube platform. Also, new to the game today is Facebook. Yesterday, we did not have Facebook on, but today we have Facebook in replace of LinkedIn. So what I've decided is that when we do educational or guests, we will do that on LinkedIn with photography tips and guests for guest photographers or just guests in general. We'll be on LinkedIn,
So
but when we're not doing that, we're on Facebook. What's
So,
up,
Ron,
Chris?
if you go to your comment section, I just left you a comment. You can actually display that comment so that everyone can see. So as people, there you go. And as people come on, especially if you're logged into your YouTube channel, you can see the person who is leaving the comment and actually put it up there. So I encourage everyone. Yes, we were founded on the Instagram platform, but if you're, like Ron said, everyone's got a YouTube channel. If you want to go there and leave comments, also do that. I'm not sure if the comments from Instagram show up in that side panel. Do they?
No, they don't. I have to go back
Okay.
to the Instagram page and then
Okay.
copy and paste and put it in. That's what
Okay.
I've been doing.
Hopefully,
That's what I did.
hopefully as they continue to update the Instagram backend, you'll be able to populate the comments there as well, and it'll show you where it comes from, because of course it has the icon from what platform it's coming from, and then that way you can give acknowledgement to people, and then also just put their comments up there. So this is really awesome. I'm glad that you embraced it and you jumped on the bandwagon and you're doing it. Moving forward, this is the way to go. We had a conversation this morning about this. It's full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead.
Full StreamYard ahead.
I mean, we have Dr. Tachi, who's also been one of our instigators of really using StreamYard because of the platforms we're going to be working on, as in the Indie Soup. A lot of us are going to be on Indie Soup. I will be joining later on, but we'll be using this format on Indie Soup. And so thank you, Dr. Tachi, for kind of like, I think, advancing all of us and accelerating this motion and movement to move more towards being on StreamYard and being on more social media. It's been really incredible to be, like I said, yesterday was in so many great levels of feedback. And I saw Lisa said in Instagram, she said, oh, it's different looking on other platforms. Yes. If you go to Facebook, it's in a, you can see it clear and well. If you go to YouTube, it's like being on TV. It's literally,
and you can
Chris
watch it
showed
on your
me
TV.
on TV, and also Omar sent me a photo of he gave me he shot his his computer yesterday while we were on live and shared it with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. So again, thank you guys for being a part. Look at this. We got a crawler going across the screen. Comments. So yeah, if you want to leave comments, make sure you go to YouTube and put those comments. So go to Ron Lewis Photos in YouTube and just subscribe, and it'll automatically pop up anytime I'm on here live. Okay. So the first conversation, first of all, today is Thankful Thursday. Put in the chat or put in the comment box in YouTube or Facebook, because it'll show up in Facebook as well. What are you thankful for today? What are you thankful for today? I can tell you, I am thankful for this whole new platform to be able to, and that has StreamYard since COVID, right? So we were in lockdown. I subscribed, but I finally stepped it up. Now I'm paying for it, and yeah, so I'm going to be using it. Now that I'm paying for it, I'll be using it all the time. But what are you thankful for? What are you guys thankful for? Oh, there's something in the comment box. Look at
that.
Christine says, looks great. Look at that. I'm loving it. Y'all want to get part of the comment stream? Go into YouTube. They could just easy click on it and it's there. I love it. Okay, what are you guys saying in Instagram? I can switch between two. I'm going to switch to my smart TV and pretend you are Ernie Anastos and Bill Ritter. For those that don't know,
that is a shout out to local ABC channel. Yes, I remember.
ABC local news, Ernie Anastos and Bill Ritter. That's old school too, because Ernie is not. So that's really good. Yeah, that's New York. That was Channel 7 news anchors. So that's where we are. We are right here sharing. But what are you guys thankful for? I don't see anyone putting anything in the box. What's going on? But I'm definitely going to put that. I'm gonna share Lisa's quote so you can see what I can do here. If it comes out, let me do it. Can I copy? No, let me go. Let me do it with ease. Oh, it's not allowing me to copy today. Yesterday I was able to just copy it, but it keeps making me want to pin. So I gotta pin it. I gotta pin it on Instagram. But yeah, it won't wait. If I pin it on Instagram
Can you
and
can you
then
copy it?
take it and copy, and then I can put it in, and then here we go. And then I can say, there we go.
There you
And
go.
look at that. Lisa. I don't know why it says pin doc, but anyway, it says I'm going to switch to my TV, smart TV, and pretend you are Ernie Anastos and Bill Ritter. I mean, this is really cool. You have to admit, guys, this is really cool.
Oh,
So
you know,
anyway,
it didn't put the space in between pins and okay. That's what it was.
that's what it is. It's not putting the
Yeah,
okay, so I'm gonna have to make that adjustment when I put it in the when I copy and paste. I'll be able to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So guys, that's really cool. Okay, so no
Pretty
one no one has
awesome.
anything to thankful for on this wonderful thankful Thursday. I can't believe it. No
Well,
one's
I'm
thankful.
thankful.
What's going
I'm
on?
thankful, but I think that's a part of the three topics that I given you. The last one. I don't want to
Oh
jump
yeah, we're gonna
around.
start that. Hold on a second.
You,
Let me get that up. But I'm just gonna put this one last because I don't see too many thankful folks in the building. What's going on? Maybe everybody's working. Everybody's on the move, so they can't touch their keyboards. I know that's also the fact that most people are usually working while they are seeing us. And so I'm gonna do this little copy and paste thing going on here. And there we go. And let's see what this looks like now. This is from our Miss Bespoken. There we go. There we go. She says she's thankful for the sunny skies. There we
I
go.
hope you know, wherever you are in this country or the world, I hope you have sunny skies. It's kind of overcast here. We're anticipating
We
even
get ready
more
for snow.
snow. Yeah, and some good accumulation between tomorrow and Saturday. So we're going food shopping again tonight, just in case we don't
I'm
feel
going
like going
shopping
back out
tonight
on
too.
this Saturday.
We're going. I love, but look at that. I mean, because Christine is in on the YouTube page, it's just seamless. There, she just clicks in, leaves a
Yeah.
comment, and it's there. Let me see what else is going on Instagram. Let me go back to Instagram. Any more thankfuls? Lisa says, honestly, I have to get used to not seeing you both big and handsome on my phone screen, but I'm thankful for your opportunity to grow. Oh, I gotta pin that one. Okay, there we. I'm having look. I'm like a kid in a candy shop.
Yes, you
Okay, here
are.
we go. Yeah,
And it's all
look
good.
at this. I get to do this. Look at this. I get to, even though I have to do the extra clicks. Let me go here.
It's all right.
Oh yeah,
And
and
like I said,
Grammarly.
as this platform matures, I think that you'll have less work to do.
Yeah, look at that. Lisa says, honestly, I have to get used to not seeing you both big and handsome on the phone screen, but I am thankful for your opportunity to grow. It is so cool. This is so cool. Okay, first conversation. First topic of the day. We did thankful. The GOP 2024
Mm.
primary, Iowa to New Hampshire. Y'all, I had to wait for Chris to talk about you said Ron didn't mention anything about the Iowa primaries for the Republicans. Did not. I had to wait for Chris. And what a S show.
You know what? I found it to be somewhat interesting. And here's the thing, and this is what I find ironic about it. You know, they're always saying how it's rigged and this and that, but think about it. The Iowa caucuses, they close their time locally. I think it was like 8 o'clock, which would have been like 9 o'clock our time. Literally within a
Mhm.
half an hour or even less of the Iowa caucus polls closing, they already predicted a winner with less than 30% of the votes in. And how
Exactly.
they did that was by exit polls. I mean,
Yes,
ultimately, it did pan out to be exactly that.
exactly
But I
right.
didn't hear anybody complaining about how it was rigged, or you didn't allow people to have their votes counted, because in some places they were still actually voting when they were predicting that this thing was over already with. The thing about this thing is always that you have people, and this is going to be the trend, people voting for a man and over 50% of the people voted for this person that is indicted and could potentially be being convicted of a lot of different crimes. And they're still
And
saying, yeah,
someone
this
that's
is the
been
person we want.
convicted of rape. Convicted, not indicted.
Well,
Convicted.
civilly.
Yes,
That's,
in a civil
yeah.
court. That's right.
And actually back in court again for that same thing. But it's
Because he can't
crazy
keep his
where
mouth
our
shut.
country has gone. It's crazy where this country is going.
But this was some good facts, and this is what was great about waiting a couple of days to talk about the Iowa caucus, which is strange in itself. And but and just for most of the people that have won the Iowa caucus have not won presidency. Just so you know, most
Absolutely.
of the time
The
they
majority of
don't win.
them. The majority of
The
them.
majority.
And that's
Number two,
that's a fact they don't tell you.
yeah, they don't tell you, but and they try and make it like it's so important. Number two is that there Trump only did, I think, 10,000 people better than he did in 2016. So it goes to show you, it's just his cult members. They come out.
Yeah.
Sorry for calling you guys cult members, but whoever's out there,
No,
that's a Trumpster. But the cult
a spade
members,
is a
they went
spade.
out. They went out to vote, and like you said, it was a cold. It was the coldest caucus, Iowa caucus in history,
And
and
because of that, the lowest turnout.
and it's the lowest turnout. But on top of that, when Chris says they did the exit poll and already had announced Trump to be the winner, I don't think too many other people went out to go out and vote. People were like, I'm not going out in this cold. I'm rather just stay home because the
Yeah.
exit polls had already announced the winner. And so think about how many people that were probably going to get in their car and go, but they did not because it was too cold. Anyway, that's what's going on in the GOP. But then you have also Nikki Haley, who came in third place, who is predicted to maybe come close in New Hampshire. But
Well, she predicted
as
to
as Nikki
do
Haley's
better
style goes, she keeps fumbling. Like the other day, she says, "There's no racism in America."
in this. Yeah, America's not a racist country.
Racism
Pure
is not
bullshit.
America is not a racist country.
Pure
And then she's
BS.
not going to debate. She's going to New Hampshire. New Hampshire is a fickle. Now, New Hampshire has predicted people into the White House. So anyway, I think this race is pretty much over. It's going to be Trump who's going to be the Republican nominee, and the rest of America will have to wake up for Election Day, 2024, and say this fool cannot get into the White House.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on that subject, Chris?
No, I think we're good on that. I think. Oh wait. One last thing. I think DeSantis, after, if not New Hampshire, the next state that has caucuses, he'll be out because he has no path forward. He put all of his money and campaign resources in Iowa, and he predicted that he would win. And now that he hasn't, because he had to have a really, really strong showing, which he didn't have, he has no other recourse. So I think within the next 2 weeks, maybe you'll see Mr. High Heels exit the race.
Yeah, I think it's over. It's pretty much over. The race is over.
It's been
The
over for
GOP,
him.
yeah, the GOP is done. But it's one of those things that you can say this race, but it's just shocking that there's a portion of our country, and like I said before, evangelical Christians that will vote for a person like this. It's incredible. Lisa says people are saying he should drop out and run in 2028. Who should drop out?
I
Who
hope
should
they're talking
drop
about
out?
DeSantis. DeSantis needs not to be in politics anymore, and honestly, they need to run him out of Florida. They just need to run him out of Florida. Period. Because here's the thing:
Wow.
he has literally abandoned Florida. He is the governor of the state, and he is actually kind of moved. He moved over to Iowa to run his campaign from there, basically over the last several months. So he's been missing in action. in Florida. And while he was missing in action, the head of the Republican Party they ousted the head of the Republican Party in Florida over rape allegations. Where was he with that?
Yeah, people are saying he should. Well, he should. He should just drop out and just run away to the hills. I don't think he's going to do good. And for those that don't, if you missed it, you might have missed it yesterday. There was a election in Florida on Tuesday, and the Democrat won. The Democrat
I missed
won
that
for
one.
one of their districts.
Okay.
Beat a Republican. So, so far the Democrats are doing good across the country. Anyway, that's our political conversation for today. Trump courtroom outburst. Did y'all guys hear that? Did you guys
So,
hear about the Trump courtroom outburst where the judge is saying, please control your
well, here's the
client.
thing. It's all planned. It's all a show, and he's doing it on purpose so he can "quote unquote" score political points. During his trial with E. Jean Carroll yesterday, outside of the view of the jurors, Trump was mumbling and talking of a certain level that the lawyers could hear it and the judge could hear. The judge reprimanded him and said basically that, I see what you're trying to do. You want to be kicked out of this courtroom. He was like, yes. So he wouldn't be able to say that, oh, he was kicked out and he wasn't able to participate in his trial and how it's a railroad and a travesty, this and that. And the judge didn't give in to his wants and needs. Trump is a child. He is a grown man, or I should say he is a big baby in a
Trapped
grown
in
man's
an
body.
old
Yeah.
man's body.
He never made it out of infancy. His body just grew, but his intellect stayed exactly the same. So, thank God that the judge has full control of his courtroom and he's not giving into Trump's whims. And eventually, hopefully there are other repercussions as far as financial, like to find him in contempt of court and start charging him money. Every time you open your mouth, I'm going to charge you $5,000. See how fast he shuts up.
Shoot, I would be like this. I'm going to charge you $1 million.
Well, we know he doesn't have that
control. He just cannot stay. And the judge said, you would like that. You cannot control yourself. You cannot control yourself. But he's just trying to also drum up this scene so he can try to get a better appeal. He's not going to get an appeal. Yeah,
but the judge is not
he's going to have to pay
for
some
it.
big bucks. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's see what else is going. What else you guys are saying? I'm getting pretty good at this at putting these little, cut and paste. Okay,
it's not. I mean, it's relatively easy, and I think it's so beneficial because it really helps to liven up the conversation. Because not only because the people that are on the different platforms don't necessarily see what other people are saying, so being able to put this here, everybody can see it and everyone can participate. You might get comments off of this prompt that someone made in Instagram, over on Facebook, over on LinkedIn, over on YouTube. So this is really, really a great space to be in.
I think I just try something and see what happens. Let's see if it works. Look at that. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, kept it simple. Okay, yeah, Lisa says profile, pin right. 5,000 is 5 cents for him. $1 million an outburst. See, Lisa, you and I. Lisa and I are always on the same page. Yes, really. But it was just unbelievable. And none of us could have done that in the courtroom.
Nope.
None of us.
The reason why he can get away with it is because if they throw him out, one, he'll just use that as a campaigning tool, and then also it'll say that, oh, how they're taking his constitutional right to defend himself because he is a political candidate and they're trying to silence him. This wouldn't work with anybody else. No one else can. He is getting away with things that no one else in history is ever getting away with. And he's raising money off of it.
That's what makes me angry is that there are people that have gone to jail for contempt of court, contempt, and this idiot he just keeps getting away with it. Lisa said he wants his basis to think he wants his base to think he is being mistreated. Absolutely,
Yep.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Let me see what else you guys are saying in here. First of all, let's say hello to a couple of people that have joined us. Miss B Spoke is in the building. Trish is in the building. Trish Just This is in the building. Charlene is in the building. Who else is Fifi's in the building? Who else? Classic C Gems is in the building. B Pearl's in the building. Our regulars are here. So, guys, if you want to also enjoy this experience, you can see us on YouTube at Ron Lewis Photos. Check that out, and you can just do live streaming. It'll be on your TV. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can Comcast it or whatever. Kimmy's in the building. B Pearl says Ron Trump doesn't know what that is as in self-control. Hey, Stephen Oliver's in the building. The professor from Massachusetts is in the building. He says holding our hope for New Hampshire, even though I don't like her either, as in Haley. Okay, I think we're all Alicia Mays is in the building. How you doing? So good to see you. So good to see you. Hey, Adrian Gospel King is in the building. How are you today? And yeah, so okay, next subject. See, you know what's good about being able to do this? First of all, we're able to say, so now when people join into our feed, this new way of doing this on StreamYard, they know what we're talking about. Like when they come in, they're like, they're just entering the room. They're like, what are they talking about? We were just talking about Trump's courtroom outburst. But now we're moving on. We're moving on to the next subject. Chris wants to talk about some technology.
Yeah. So for all my techno geeks in the room, this is for you. Yesterday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, DJI released the latest version of their mic system. So it's called DJI Mic2. If you have a Osmo Pocket 3, you actually got a heads up. If you got the Creative Pack, you knew that this new mic system was coming because it came with this particular mic. And let me just I'll show you real quick because I'm wearing it right now. So this is the DJI Mic2. Let me just take it off real quick because there's a couple different ways you can use it. So this is the mic. I'm going to show it. All right. And then it's a translucent. This is the second version. I do have the first version. It has a power button, a record button, and you can actually use it as Bluetooth. Now, I'm actually broadcasting using my Osmo Pocket to my computer using this to pick up the audio. So my audio is actually really clean versus using the mics from like a phone or some other setup. And this is what they call a dead cat. It can come out. This is to help like stray winds and noise, especially in a noisy environment. It uses a clip. You can clip it onto your clothes. You can hold it, or for me, I like to use it has a strong magnet. I just magnet it on, and you don't see it in my shot, but you get clean audio. But anyway, so you can buy this as an individual mic. You can buy it as with a transmitter and a receiver. Or you can buy the full kit that comes in its own carrying and charging case. So the prices for the full kit with the two mics and the receiver, it is $349. For the transmitter and receiver only, it's $249. And then if you just want an additional mic, like for instance, I just want another mic to go with my Osmo, it's $99. And I actually ordered mine. So I watched the premiere event that they had on YouTube at 8 o'clock. It was only a couple minutes long. By the time I got off the YouTube, went into my DJI app. I ordered myself my additional mic, and they actually are now selling a lavalier mic that attaches to this. So if you want to do more of a professional sit down with the little mic that you just kind of pin on, you can use that. So I ordered that yesterday, and I will eventually order the whole entire new kit to replace the one that I have. So I have a total of 4 mics. And for me as a professional, with some of my clients, especially when I travel, it's really, really important for me to have audio because I'm creating content for them. And I've used it quite a few times since I purchased it last year. And for those that are getting into YouTube or creating content for a YouTube channel, if you're doing stuff in StreamYard, even if you're just doing Instagram, you can use this because you don't have to have the transmitter. Because this is Bluetooth enabled, you can link this up to your phone as
Mm,
a individual mic, and it will use the audio from this to do the broadcast, and you can still listen, getting audio out so you can hear yourself and whoever else is on with you. So if you're looking for a great audio solution, I would highly recommend the DJI Mic2 system. If you only need the one mic and transmitter, just get that. It's $249. If you need the whole kit, $349, do that. And if you just need a mic like I did, because I already have a system set up, you can get that.
hmm
So I encourage everyone to do that. Audio is a integral part of the video process. Um,
Yes,
Nothing is worse
and
than having
especially
good video and
experience.
then you can't hear anybody because the audio is bad, or so invest in a good mic system. If you're doing YouTube, you have to invest in a good mic system. And then also, the battery lasts long. One other big feature, I'm sorry, that I missed out on. Not only is it picking up the sounds and audio from you and putting it through this device and sending it out, but in addition, say you're recording something, it records to the device you're recording to, but then also this little mic has an internal recording system that it can record the audio up to 14 hours directly on the device. So basically, it's a backup. So God forbid something
Mm,
happens to your the video that you've saved. Let's say the audio is messed up and dropped out. No fear. All you have to do is plug this into your computer. It has a
mhm.
USB-C connection, and copy the file. It's a WAV. It saves it as a WAV file, so every computer will recognize it. Not an issue. And then you can just sync it back to your video, and that's it. So it's a great solution. There are other solutions out there. Other companies that manufacture mic systems, Rode, and a bunch of Shure that do them. But I'm very big into the DJI ecosystem. I've flown quite a few of their drones. I have a drone. I have the Pocket Osmo. I have the mics, and then I have a bunch of different accessories. And all my gimbals that I use for my phone stuff, I've had almost every version of the gimbal that they put out for the phones. So they have
Yeah,
great system, great products, great support, and they stand the test of time. So that's it
DJI
when it
is a
comes to
great company.
DJI.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
great company, and I mean, I'm curious of how many people in the, this is a space for a lot. Most of the people in this area are in this space are creatives. I'm also wondering, are there any folks in here that are going to at some point do podcasts? Like some of these videos that we're doing, like the interviews, are going to be podcasts. I can let you just so you know in the future, but I am definitely getting the system. I'm working on that with Chris. So definitely getting that because also it's great for when I am out in the streets. You'll get
Yeah.
better clarity when I'm speaking and you'll be able to share. I'll be
And
able to
it
share better.
speaking of that, it has noise cancellation built into it. Typically, in the
Yeah.
past, when you do recordings, you have to bring the audio into some type of software and add noise cancellation after the fact in post production. This has it built right in. So, and there are tons of videos out there right now because DJI sent this out to a bunch of YouTubers over the last 2 months, letting them use it and try it out. So now there are tons of videos as of yesterday, and they're just constantly keep uploading them today, showing people using the those features, and it's just so handy. You don't have to. I remember back in the day when you wanted to do audio, you had to carry around like these big pieces of equipment, and you had to have a separate audio guy to do this. You can do this now all on your own. I can trigger the recording of the video and audio from this device. I don't have to physically touch my Osmo Pocket. And then also the range and distance. You can go up to 800 feet away from your camera and still be able to get audio onto your device and to trigger your recording of your device from this particular thing. So like that's huge. And it doesn't necessarily have to be line of sight, which is also a big deal when it comes to like gear like this. So if you're in the space for a mic system and good audio, DJI, go check them out. You can find them at Best Buy, B&H, or just on the DJI website.
Yeah, Amazon. They have them on. I think it's on Amazon as well, right?
And it's on Amazon. And I'm not. And this was not a paid sponsorship. This is just me saying I love the product.
He just loves the product. And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
for some of you guys are trying to go on, like Lisa's trying to get onto our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, which is Ron Lewis Photos. It's YouTube.com.
Pop it up, pop it up, pop it up.
And let me just go
Put it on the
back to,
screen.
let me pop that, hide that. There we go. Here it
There
is,
you go.
www.youtube.com, Ron Lewis Photos, all together, one word, Ron Lewis Photos, and it should come up / Ron Lewis Photos. And you should see it on your YouTube channel. 'Cause some folks are already there, which is great. Okay, and now what else? What else are we talking about? I think, and this is something that we like to lead with some wisdom every time we're on here. And my job here is to make sure everyone leaves smarter than they arrived. So Chris and I have been, we do our, Chris is my accountability buddy. So we talk every Monday. Lisa and I are working on our schedule so that way we make sure that it's blocked out, because my fault that I didn't block it out. So Lisa is my other accountability buddy. So we're making sure that we have our conversations by phone or by video. Most of the time we go on live, we go on Instagram, we go on our Apple, what do you call it? What's it called, Chris?
FaceTime.
So usually we do FaceTime on Mondays. But we walked into 2024 saying we wanted more for our careers. We wanted more for what we do. And is Chris frozen? Oh, there he is. There you go.
No,
I
I'm
thought he
here.
was frozen.
I'm here.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I was just saying still.
And so we decided this is what we've been talking about. And this, I cannot say enough of how important this is. And so, Chris, tell your story, because I mean, someone's going to be encouraged by what Chris went through, and it was. I've been telling him since I heard about it early. I was like, Chris, you need to get rid of them. But let him tell the story.
So last week I dropped a client. There's a client I had for quite a few years. And what I realized is that in order for you to grow, sometimes you have to be able to let some things go in order to allow space for new things, positive things, even better things. A lot of times we hold on to things because we feel as though, I have to hold on to this for a little bit because, this is bread and butter, and I need that reassurance. But sometimes you have to just take leaps of faith and believe in yourself. So I'm not going to get into like the weeds with it, but just know that I made a decision to let a client go, and we went our separate ways. But the moment I did that, and even right before I did that, I've noticed that I've been getting some serious blessings. Like I brought on 2 new big clients within the last 2 weeks, and I would not have been able to do that if I did not make room for them. And in addition to that, those 2 new ones, I've just had so much more interest in other people wanting to work with me because of the things that I've done. They've seen the work I've done, especially over the last year with certain clients, and now they've reached out to me saying, "Hey, let's have a conversation." And these conversations are great conversations that I'm having, and it's leading me down a road that I didn't even think that I would find myself. But the moment, as they say, you get out of your own way, things can start to happen for you. So, and part of that is just knowing your worth, like, having confidence in yourself to say, hey, yes, I know what I'm doing. I have faith in myself, and I'm going to bet on me. This whole process of me starting this business and doing what I'm doing was a leap of faith. My degree was not in this. I went to school for architecture. I have a 5-year degree in that. I practiced for 20 years in that field. And when I got laid off during COVID, I decided that, you know what? I'm tired of making money for other people to enrich themselves and then giving me the short end of the stick. I need to take control of my life, my finances, and just do it for myself. Now, saying that, it wasn't easy. Ron knows the struggles. We both know the struggles of starting a business, and then it taking years for it to like even just get up off the ground and just to start making money. Thank God I've been fortunate enough that it didn't take 5 years. It's been about two years really since I've like really been officially doing this, but I'm seeing such immense progress and growth, especially within the last year. And just in the last month, the month of January has been amazing. But here's the thing, it didn't happen within a vacuum. I actually started to put a lot of things in place, especially towards the end of last year. And I said to myself, these are the things that I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is how much I want to make every month. And then start manifesting all those goals and ideas that I have for myself. So, there's a little bit of luck in there, but then it's also skills and opportunity when all those things meet to make those dreams become a reality. So, you know, what I want to just put out there to everyone that's listening or will be watching this is bet on
Mm-hmm.
yourself and then make room for the things that you want. If there's something that's in your life that is not providing or producing for you, or you realize that your goals aren't aligned anymore, let it go. The moment
Mm-hmm.
you let that thing go, you provide space and opportunity for other things that align with you to find you. So those are my words, and I'm extremely grateful for all the people that I have around me in my life that support me and lift me up. Ron being one of them. I've got my husband is a great support system because let me tell you something. I would not be able to do this if he wasn't in my corner, if he didn't believe in what I was doing and the sacrifices that he has made. I spend a lot of time. I get up early every morning like around 5:30, and sometimes I'm not done with my work day until about 10:30, 11 o'clock, because I'll have meetings from like 9 o'clock, and like my last client I'll probably meet with them at like 10:30 at night. And then there's sometimes when I'm in bed and someone's texting me or calling, and I have to, like, if we're watching something, I have to step out the room, take this phone call. But he understands, like, it's important because these conversations help to bring money into our household. So, having a great support system is extremely important. Surround yourself with loved ones that believe in you, friends that believe in you, and colleagues that believe in you. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
I mean, that is so true. Let me go back to what Dr. Chachi. I mean, here we go. Dr. Chachi says, yes, when you hold tight to things, there is no room for other things to come in. I
Absolutely.
that is, if I got 59 years of living on the planet Earth, that's fact. That is fact. When you hold tight to things, there is no room for other things to come in. That's relationships, that's jobs, that's what I mean, whatever you hold tight and you know that thing is not right for you, that thing is not good for you got to let it go. You got to
It's
let
going to
it
pull you
go
down.
so you can make room for the thing that is going to be the blessing. You cannot hold on to trash and think something good is going to come along with it. It's just not good.
What's the
Um,
definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get the same, a different result or outcome. Yeah.
Lisa says, I preach this daily. Love yourself enough to establish your boundaries. We all are worth it. Create your standards and stick to them. And on that,
Yep.
with that, when Lisa's just saying that, the same thing happened to me about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. A client called me and said, "Hey, Ron, can we hire you to photograph such and such? However, we can't afford it. Can you adjust your price?" I said, "Nope." And I felt so good because I took the stand, because sometimes as entrepreneurs we'll say, "Oh yeah, you know what? Let me just, let me help them out." And
Who's
I said,
helping
"You know
you
what?
out?
All right. I mean, we got bills to pay. We have things to do." And I was like, it takes a lot of time to photograph an event, edit those photos, get them out. And I said, "No." And I was like, "I'm already giving you guys a good deal." So, and they were like, "Do you know anyone else that could help us?" I said, "Nope, because I'm giving you the
And
best deal you possibly could have."
Not
and
even
no
that.
one will ever shoot for the price that I'm shooting
Here,
for you guys.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Also, even
Mhm.
if you didn't know someone, why would you put someone in that same position that you don't want to be in?
Exactly. And that's why
I don't do
I said,
that.
I would not even ask someone to do this for because it's an
Yeah.
insult. It would be an insult. So then next thing you know, I let it go. I said, well, they're gonna have to find someone else. And I was so proud of myself that I walked away and I said, because this year I said, I am going to stand for my worth. I'm going to stand for what I'm worth. And it was so funny. I was in the car with one of my other clients, and I get the text. Are you available still for that day? We and then and I say yes, and then money was sent to me, the invoice that I sent them.
Look at that. That's a game though. A lot of clients will pay sometimes too. They just want to see if you'll drop your price. Because here's the thing: the minute you do that, they know that they can get away with it in the future, and they're going to constantly try. The moment you say no, that's when people understand where you stand. And that was part of my issue. It was just like, they wanted other things and they weren't willing to pay for it, even though they said that they were and they would agree with stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I said, you know what? Let's do this. Pay me what you owe me, and then we'll just go our separate ways. Because then they realize I'm not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no amount of, oh, let's do this. No, no, no. It's just time for us to go. We don't see our visions don't align anymore.
Yeah. Know your
Yeah.
worth. You have to know your worth. And you can't settle. You cannot settle because you think about it. I mean, if I would have taken that job, I would have had made less money. I would have had to do the same amount of work. And it would have been like, I don't really want to do this because I'm making less money for it. But I stood my
And they would come
ground
back
and
in.
said, look, I could
Yeah.
just go for a walk with those hours. I'm not doing that gig. I left it one open for another client to call me if that was going to happen. But then they realized, you know what? We can't do better than this.
Yeah.
Let's pay the invoice and say, hey, let's do this.
And they
But
had
like
it
I
to
like
begin
Dr.
with.
Tachi. Dr. Tachi says people love to do that. Would they walk into Neiman Marcus and say, hey, I need that sweater, but I can't afford it? Can you adjust the price? And in a Dr. Tachi's voice, rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Rubbish.
true though. Why would someone expect you to give like bargain your work when they're not willing to go and do that in a department store? Like, the price is the price. Like, what's the price on the, if the items will sell, that's one thing. But when you walk into a store, there's an expectation of whatever that price tag is, you're going to pay it. You know, and it should
It's
be the
right.
same for small business owners. Like, this is how we make our living. This is how we support ourselves and our families. Do not expect to get a discount. I can't come into your home and say, hey, you know what? I want some food, and I don't have any money, so just give it to me. It doesn't work that way. You have a good or a service, you should be expected to pay for that service, and you want to be compensated for your work. I know my value, and all my other clients don't have a problem paying. And I said, this is what it's going to cost. Okay, let's make it happen. As long as you're producing and you're putting out great content, or producing a service or goods for someone, and they're loving what you're doing, they are going to pay you your worth.
Yeah, Classic Jim says, very true. Been consulting and coaching free all my life. That is why I decided to make it a business.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Your knowledge is worth a price.
yeah.
What your experience is worth a price. We have this ongoing conversation among photographers here. My friends in New York. In New York, there's probably a million photographers. I mean, there's 8 million people that live in New York. There's probably a million photographers that live here, and there's probably 100,000 that are great photographers. And then but there's only one you as a photographer. And you come to the table with your client. I'll never forget, I had a business coach, and he said to me, he says, Ron, don't renege, don't step back on your pricing because and don't compare yourself to others. This is what you're worth. This is what you feel you're worth. And you have years of your experience, years of your knowledge,
Yep.
years of how you see the world. And that's the same thing to every person in this, in this community, is that you see the world. You've experienced the world. No one has experienced the world like you have. And you come to the table with a whole different vision, a whole different perspective, because no one has lived your life and
Yep.
you have your life experience. So we just hoping that we can encourage someone today that to know your worth. Don't just sit on the sidelines and say, you know what, let me just make the adjustment because you know what, I need the money and la la la. And there's a place for that. I get it, because I've been there. When you start a business, you're just trying to get every project you can get. But definitely start to think about your worth, and you will raise your prices, and you will raise how also people view you. Someone told me one time that if you have too low price, well, go back to Martha Stewart. She said, when in one of her apprentice shows, when she used to do Apprentice, remember Martha Stewart? She said when she sold her pies at a discount, no one bought them. And then when she said she sold her pies at a
Premium.
even, and very few people bought them.
Oh.
When she made her prices extreme, she raised the prices way out of the water and put a bow on the box and put a sticker that said Martha Stewart. She said she sold out on every pie.
Because it was exclusive now. It was like, oh,
It's
wait, why
exclusive.
is it so expensive? It must be that good. Let me go get it. Yeah,
It's right.
makes sense.
You gotta know your worth. Chris says, you obviously hear it. Chris, Spirit has been amazing. 2024 is going to be the best year yet. We are excited about this year. Excited of what we're doing here on this platform. We have no idea how Focus Friday will work tomorrow, but we're going to do it. We're going to try it on
We're
this
gonna
platform.
figure it out.
We're
We're
going to
gonna
figure it
it
out. But I mean, how many people are enjoying this platform? How many are enjoying the StreamYard? How many? I see people. Look, we got people in the YouTube sending comments. That means people are watching in our YouTube. So subscribe
Yep.
to Ron Lewis Photos in our YouTube. So subscribe to that, and
Also like it. Also like it, because
yeah,
that gets
like,
picked up in the
yes,
algorithm.
thank you. Send those likes, like it, like the video. The videos will live in YouTube as well. So you'll actually have it in the YouTube format, which is the television format, all of these posts, and they will live on YouTube. So you'll be able to see that and like the videos and share them. Like and share. The greatest compliment to any creative is to like what they're doing on Instagram, Facebook, all social media, but then share it. What's going on, Chris?
Let me
You have
ask
something to
you.
say?
Look, I have a question, because are you able to save this Instagram feed as well on the Instagram account?
No, that can't. Only when I
Okay,
put it on here. Like for instance, when I take
gotcha.
the Instagram and put it onto this onto the page, like this is amazing, love it. Charlene says, when I post it into the feed here, then those comments are saved. They're with the video.
No, I know, but I guess my question is, like, how you would typically save it in Instagram now is you don't get that option anymore because it's not
Oh yeah, you
natively
can.
done in.
Oh, you can.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I
okay.
can, like I
So
normally
it can
do.
live. Okay, so it
It
can
can
live in
live there.
more than one place then. Okay,
Exactly.
awesome.
It will now live in Instagram and it will live in YouTube. But YouTube, you get the full experience. You get all the,
Let's see if it does it.
the titles and all that
There we
good
go.
stuff. There we go. Can I do that?
You should be able
Yeah.
to. There you go.
Yeah. No, calm down. I get too excited. Sorry about that. And
Technology,
yes, I can
technology.
save it. Dr. Tali says you can save it. She says I like it. We got that. Yes, and but yeah, we're gonna step it up, and I challenge everyone to really begin to think outside the box. I said, you know what? I'm at the bottom right here doing this thing. I can only get better.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, she said put up the peace sign. Okay, let's see
Yes.
what
Let's
I
do
know. It
this.
did the peace sign. Peace sign. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. There we go. Peace sign. Wait. Is it gonna do it on my end?
You might be too close. You have to step back a little bit. And do it
Peace
away
sign.
from do it on the side away from your face so I can see it. There you go. Just hold it there. It should come up.
There we
There you go.
go. Look at that. The beauty of
Just
being
like you
on.
could do.
Yeah, I like that. We love you guys. We love you guys.
Yeah.
We love you all. We love
This
you
is
all.
so for those that are asking how we're doing this, this is something that's built into iOS and we're streaming on iOS platforms, so it automatically recognizes it. So I can do like the thumbs up. It'll there you go. Give me a thumbs up. I think
So
if you do a
guys,
thumbs down, you'll get something
yeah, you can
else.
do it. I never
Please.
did a thumbs
Yeah,
down. Yeah, there it goes.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
So let me just let me see what's going on Instagram. And I see everybody's responding to that. Love is love. Charlene says, I love it. I see the laughing, the giggles, and the balloons. Peace Brothers from Trish. Dr. Tachi is in there. All the folks put up the peace sign. We did that. Tachi, no, because my okay, got that. Okay. And I think we're good. Guys, this was wonderful. Thank you for tuning in. And again, I can look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I can. Look at this. Thank you for tuning in. And that is so cool. I mean, we get to do that. And we got these
Yeah.
banners going on over here. I'm going to take
This
this
was
banner off.
awesome.
Look at
Seeing
that.
all
Thank you
of
for
the
tuning into
comments.
Touch Base Daily. Join the Patreon community. For those that don't know, tonight we have our class. We're teaching f-stops in our Patreon class this evening. So check us out this evening. I will also be putting the link into the feed of the post, so that way you guys can log into the virtual class that we have today. We're talking f-stops, teaching f-stops for photography, basic photography 101 for the Patreon community. So if you're not a Patreon member, join the Patreon. You can join as a paid member and a non-paid member. However, paid members get certain benefits. Non-paid members get, obviously, like everything else in the world, you get the basics, but that's okay too,
Yeah.
as long as you're there.
One last thing before I forget. So even though the format on the Instagram feed looks a little bit different, the one positive thing about this so far is that it's not covering up anybody like the feed, because like typically the person's on the bottom, or like say you have 4 people, the 2 people on the bottom will always get covered up by the scrolling feed. So this kind of keeps it a little bit clean. So I hope that they can figure out a way of making the images a little bit bigger, stacking them, but also leaving the comment section a little bit free so it's not covering up anybody.
Yeah,
That's
Instagram
something
has
I
work.
noticed.
Instagram
They
has
do.
work to do. So again, I mean, oh, there's another comment in there. Just stretching my tech education for the year. I see Brian saying he's going to do that. Brian Young Creative. Oh, I like your logo, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian Young Creative, just stretching my creativity. He also sends those thumbs up. So guys, this is what we do. And again, I want to challenge everyone to do the same. If you have a platform, think outside the box. Think about how amazing your platforms can be. Start out doing it, just coming on live every, once a day, once a week, or whatever you decide to do, and then just build and grow. We're growing together. That's how we do it. Okay, guys, I think that is it. I don't think we have anything to say. Chris, you have anything? Do you have any guests or anything happening this week?
No. So if you guys are not watching the conference call, we are back. We've been back since last week. We're doing the Drag Race recap show. We drop them every Wednesday. So we just dropped the episode yesterday morning, and moving forward every Wednesday we'll drop another one. So go check that out. Check my Instagram page. You'll see the clips that we're using to promote this week's episode, and you can find a link in my Instagram bio as well for the YouTube channel and feed, and you can watch the last 2 episodes we just put up for this season, and then also go back and look at last season's
The
stuff. So
reruns, the replays,
yeah,
they're good.
we have a lot of fun. We have fun.
We have they have it's really cool watching them. But guys, thank you for joining us today. Like we have here the crawl. We got a little news crawl going across. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for the folks on Facebook. If there's any folks from Facebook that was here, we were live, so we'll see. So I can view on Facebook. Oh, continue on Facebook. Oh, I guess not. I mean, I could. Let me go. Oh, let me go back. There we go. I don't want to lose you guys. So, guys, thank you again for joining us. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Focus Friday, where we focus on accounts, IG accounts that bless us, encourage, and inspire us. So come with some great accounts, IG accounts that you love. I have two that I gained some knowledge about, two photographers this week, and I cannot wait to share their IG page with you all, so that way you can follow them and support their work. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye-bye. There we go. There we go.